Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor, welcome to another Hungarian lesson. Let's see how you can reply if someone says thank you to you in Hungarian. There are a couple of ways you can answer, so let's dive in. Most of you probably know that thank you in Hungarian is köszönöm or köszönöm szépen. Köszönöm or köszönöm szépen. Köszönöm szépen sounds even more polite. It truly expresses your gratitude towards something or someone. And in slang you can simply just say kösz or köszi or köszi szépen. Kösz or köszi or köszi szépen. But please don't say these in an official setting. So how do you reply to these? The most common way to reply would be szívesen. 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 It's written with a long E sound, but everybody says it with a short E. This is the Hungarian equivalent of you're welcome. But if I look at its actual meaning, it means something like heartedly. The word szív means heart as a noun. As a verb, it means something completely different, but it doesn't matter right now. So when you say szívesen, it actually means something like what I did or what I gave to you came from my heart. Of course, we don't think about it this way nowadays. It just simply means you're welcome. If you want to be even more polite, then you can say nagyon szívesen. Nagyon szívesen. Nagyon szívesen. Nagyon means very, so this is the Hungarian version of you're very welcome. Another very common reply is nincs mit. Nincs mit. Nincs mit. It's actually an incomplete sentence. The full sentence would be something like nincs mit megköszönni, which means there's nothing to thank. Or nincs mit megköszönnöd, which means there's nothing for you to thank. But in everyday speech we just say nincs mit. It literally means there isn't what. Nincs means there isn't, and mit is the word mi, which means what, with the object particle te attached to it. And if you want to sound even more polite, then you can say igazán nincs mit. Igazán nincs mit. Igazán nincs mit. It means there's truly nothing to be thankful for. Igazán means truly. A lot of times when someone says köszönöm to me, I'll just say igazán, because they know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how many people do that, but I certainly do. Another very common reply is kérlek. 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 It literally means I ask of you, but it simply can be translated as please. It's an informal expression, so please only use it among your friends or to people you're speaking informally to. The formal way is kérem. 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 Lots of older people say that actually. You can also say semmiség. 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 It literally means nothingness. I guess a good translation would be it's nothing. It comes from the word semmi, which means nothing. But if you were to talk about nothingness in a scientific way or something, you wouldn't say semmiség. You would just say semmi. So this expression is mostly used to say, oh, it's nothing. Semmiség. You could also say szóra sem érdemes. Szóra sem érdemes. Szóra sem érdemes. Literally it means something like it doesn't even worth a word. I never use this. It sounds old and formal to me, but some people might say this to you. But I think you can mostly find this in novels, movies, or media in general. And lastly, you can also say ugyan or ugyan már. Ugyan or ugyan már. And now I'm in trouble because ugyan doesn't have an English equivalent at all. We can use it for negation, in which case it means something like no way or no, that's impossible. But as a reply to köszönöm, ugyan and ugyan már also means something like don't mention it or it's nothing. So if someone says köszönöm to you, you can just say ugyan. It's nothing. No problem. Quite a few options to choose from, right? I would say that you can use all of these pretty safely. But in a formal setting, please use szívesen, nagyon szívesen, or kérem, or szóra sem érdemes. Szóra sem érdemes. Otherwise, the choice is yours. Thank you all for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my PayPal link is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok, a viszontlátásra!